Channel 24. It's the Niners and the Broncos, and it's all up next. Here's the veteran Will Lutz to get us going. And off we go from here in Sao Paulo. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time. Led out by the last pick of the draft in 2022. Iowa State's Brock Purdy at quarterback.
Mr. Irrelevant. Well, I think it's safe to say, Mike, he has been anything but irrelevant since arriving in the NFL, and he is living proof. It doesn't matter if you're drafted first overall, or in his case, with the very last pick. What does matter is what you do with the opportunity once it's given to you. Nothing real flashy about his game. He simply gets the job done, and that's exactly what his team is counting on him today over these next 60 minutes.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. For an opener, Purdy to throw. He's going to air one out right away. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
An opening play call like that, Mike, has exactly one goal. Let's connect on something early and quiet this home crowd. But all they did was energize him. I mean, listen to this place after that interception. They're feeding into it. They're giving this offense extra momentum as they now take the field.
Let's go now.
They'll run it for the first time with Devontae Williams. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. It's another run here for Williams. And he'll take this to about the 38-yard line. Renardo Green there to bring him down. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. He'll air it out down the middle. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Adam Troutman. Touchdown Broncos. So they take the shot downfield, and it is caught in the end zone for a touchdown. What a big play that is, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike. And the key to a play like this is when the ball travels this far in the air, they teach you, don't look back. Look up, because that's where the ball will be, and in this case, he was able to secure it and come away with a big touchdown.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. The Niners offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They had that pick on the opening drive. It led to a touchdown. So 7-0 the deficit as they get the ball back. 1st and 10. So Kittle comes in motion. Here's Christian McCaffrey to get things started. He'll work forward for a couple. DJ Jones, the big defensive tackle, with the stop. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Tight end going in motion here. They run once more with McCaffrey. And this will wind up a Niners first down. The tackle made at about the 43-yard line. So Kittle comes in motion. They'll go back to McCaffrey on 1st down. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Again, it's McCaffrey. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. The linebacker, Cody Barton, in on the tackle. On 3rd and 1, here's Purdy. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. Now it's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. And they'll run here with McCaffrey. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6. 2nd and goal. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their 2nd. Here now, 2nd down and goal. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line. And they will take their final timeout of this half. And of note, since they're out of timeouts, they cannot challenge for the remainder of this half. 3rd and goal. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On 4th down, it's Jake Moody time for the Niners. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the 49ers are on the board. It's 7-3.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Moody comes back on the field after making the field goal. He's set to kick off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos offense ready for their 2nd possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And a minimal gain here, only to about the 31. Here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He's got his receiver. It's Cortland Sutton. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Every staff in the league that understands if we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted, the ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him, the easier it is to weather those mistakes.
They'll go again with Williams. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line. So after one, it's the Broncos with the early lead. We'll have more from South America and beautiful Sao Paulo after this. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the give, it's Williams. Can he get away? No, he's taken down behind the line. Good job by the defense with a negative play. Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 41-yard line.
So often it just comes down to decision-making, and while you understand there's going to be ups and downs and ebbs and flows anytime you're dealing with a young rookie quarterback, the reality is he wants to play well here at home. Maybe he's pressing a little bit, but he wants his fans at his home crowd to be behind him and support him. That's going to come. That's going to be all in due time. But here today, he's got to worry about just play well and execute at the quarterback position. Everything else will take care of itself.
1st and 10. Purdy. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Purdy. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk. And the Broncos force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27-yard line. We'll go play action with Nix. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception.
We had a chance to talk to the defensive coordinator the other day, and remember what he told us, Mike? He said, we know how talented this young rookie quarterback is. He can make all the throws. We've seen him do it in college. But it's a different animal now doing this in the NFL. We think we can make him force some bad throws and make some bad decisions, and so far here in the first half, that's exactly what they've done.
They'll motion over Samuel. On the give, it's McCaffrey.
Holding offense.
They get the veteran Trent Williams.
Still 1st down.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to McCaffrey. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. He'll be hit as he throws this time. Incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
19 right. Hurt.
Now Dobbs. That's over the middle to Kittle. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up fourth down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Moody comes back on the field after making the field goal. He's set to kick off. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. The Broncos offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. On the handoff, it is Williams running to the right. And he'll get this to about the 36-yard line. The big defensive tackle, Javon Hargrave, brings that one to an end. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
What did he tell us in our production meeting this week, Mike? He takes such great pride in his coverage abilities, and after that play, it's pretty clear why.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. They send Sutton in motion. On 4th down, here's Nix. He finds his man, Troutman. And he's going to have the 1st down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them. Here's a handoff to Williams. And he proves tough to bring down. Good running across midfield. A gain of 8 that time. They'll put a receiver in motion right. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep.
I'm thinking, Mike, they might have had a little tendency on him or been tipped off pre-snap, because it seemed to me like that defense was just ready and waiting for the jet sweep. There wasn't a whole lot he could do. He takes the loss.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Throwing. Nix. He finds Mims. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Nix, now to throw it here on first down. He's going to run it.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
On second down, it's Nix. That one caught Devon Vele. He's taken down just shy of the 10. They can still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. On the carry, it's Williams. And he maneuvers his way forward, a gain of 6. One final throw before the break. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts. So the Broncos will turn things over to the field goal unit. This, about as short as you can get. Lutz's kick is good. And the Broncos going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our halftime report. We just watched a fine first half from the man from Oregon, Bo Nix. He has a touchdown pass, and that amounted to the only touchdown of the game for either team thus far. The second half, straight ahead. Time to get back to it. And for the call, let's rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. They're likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. The Broncos offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They'll do so with first and 10. Now it's Williams. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line, maybe a yard. Dre Greenlaw in on the tackle. Second down, Nix. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Now Nix going to look to throw. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal.
And how impressive was that, Mike? I mean, not only to be able to generate that amount of separation downfield, but then to track the ball. Remember, this was a running back, but he looked like a wide receiver, and we're looking around the league, Mike, and a lot of these backs, in order to play in today's NFL, you have to be part receiver.
They'll run. It's Williams. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10. They'll throw. It's Nix. That is caught to the goal line and in. Adam Troutman. Touchdown, Denver. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The kick by Lutz is good. The Broncos are able to extend the lead. It's now 17-6. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. RPO here, quick shot to Ayuk. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. To throw is Dobbs. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. Second half, and the defense continues to be item 1 in this game. They've done the job keeping the offense in control, and now, Greg, they scored on their own.
Yeah, and they've just been dominant the entire day, Mike, and now to come up with a pick 6 here and just further their dominance, it's been an impressive performance all around for this defense.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. First and 10. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 32 after a short pickup. Second down and 8. Dobbs. That one to the sideline is over everybody. But now a penalty flag will come in. They may get him for grounding. The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long.
Trap 60. 18, right in.
Dobbs now to throw. He'll push it downfield. This one for Kittle. And the Broncos are going to get the football at their own 23.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back end coverage work together. Man, that was big-time ball.
The Broncos offense, and Bo Nix getting ready to go back to work. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They run over center with Williams. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Linebacker Fred Warner brings him down. They face 2nd down and 7.
Let's go.
Throwing is Nix. No chance at all. He'll go down. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Nix from the gun on third down. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. And he's going to take this one all the way. 84 yards. Touchdown, Denver. Here's Lutz now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Broncos will extend this third quarter lead. So now after the touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Seven Pirates.
Throwing, Dobbs. That is caught downfield by Pearsall. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
18 Rattler. 70 Rangers.
Here's Dobbs. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan McMillan. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Look, Mike, the reality here is that he's just not seeing the field the way that he needs to. Now, give credit. A big part of this is the defense doing an excellent job disguising its coverages all game long. Just before the snap, when he thinks he has the answers, the secondary changes the questions, and they've been rewarded with 3 picks for their effort.
Cowboy 80. 18 Pioneer.
Nick now on 1st and 10. Going up top. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. On the ground, this is Williams. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He's going to have that 1st down, gain of 6, as they convert on 3rd down.
Let's go now. Panther 60. 19 tight. 70 Rangers. 60 Maverick.
A give, and here comes Williams. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play.
Okay, ready?
Here's a 2nd and 9.
60 Bison. 60 Bobcat. Go.
Back to throw is Nix. He will air this out, looking for Sutton. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Even though that interception, it probably won't have much of an impact on the outcome of the game, but at least defensively it gives them something positive to build off of, because up until that point, this game's been a struggle.
19 tight, 19 tight. Go.
Dobbs to throw. Now he'll run.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
Here's 2nd and 6.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll motion over Samuel. They run on the jet sweep, and he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down.
70 Timberwolves. 60 Maverick. 60. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter.
Panther 11. Panther 11.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. To throw is Nix. He's going to look downfield once again. That is caught. What a throw. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Broncos. Lutz for the extra point. He's got it. And the Broncos add on to their already sizable lead. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Now Dobbs. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Come on, come on. Hit. Buffalo 18. 79 Broncos. Cup 19. Cup 19.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He'll check this down to the running back. They get 18 on that one. 1st down, 49ers.
Drop 60. Drop 60.
He'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
7 Pirates. Warriors 70. 18 Rattlers. 18 Rattlers. Ready.
Back to the air one more time. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever.
19 tight. 19. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Mustang 19. Ready.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced. And at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
Here we go. Here we go. Panther 11. Panther 11. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Now they'll set up to throw. That is knocked away, incomplete, but there is a penalty flag in the backfield. That might be a late hit on the quarterback. Here's 1st and 10.
Buffalo 18.
They'll throw out of the gun. Now he'll air one out. And that is incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Cut 19, cut 19, drop 50, drop 50, 18, Pioneer, 7 Pirates, go!
They'll look to throw. Again, working deep downfield. And they are into the end zone for the first time today. Ricky Pearsall, touchdown, 49ers. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
That's pulled in, and they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Nix, now to throw it here on 1st down. That is caught! And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. A 1st down throw for Nix. That is caught back corner of the end zone. Adam Troutman, touchdown Denver. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. The Niners offense getting set to get back to work. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down.
Get up. Warrior 70, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll push it downfield. This one for Kittle. Whoa. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
70 Rangers, 19 tight, 19 tight. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Nothing, 19.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That's caught by McCaffrey.
Let's go.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Panther 11, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 19 Lions.
To throw is Dobbs. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete. Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. He'll try and get there on the ground.
You've got to keep all your options on the table on third down, and that's exactly what this quarterback did. He's looking to throw it, nothing there. He pulls it down himself, and he's able to convert for the first down.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Dobbs. And he can't get away. Down he goes, back to the 16. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Here we go. Start.
Dobbs now to throw. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And they will get another chance. They cover it up after very nearly squandering a great scoring opportunity. That is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
And that'll give them lots of room. Out of bounds, up beyond the 30-yard line. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a 1st down.
60 evil, 60 evil. Back to 11. Ready?
From the shotgun, here's Nix. And this will be incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
19 line. Mustang 19.
Mims sent in motion here. Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. He'll take a shot with Mims. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Throwing is Nix. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Trap 60.
They'll throw. It's Nix. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to try it here again. And he'll be taken down, and there is a flag on the play. This is going to be a huge call.
Offense.
Play clock down to 0. That is not the way to start a drive.
Hold ready. Go.
Throwing. Dobbs. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So this will wind up a win for the Broncos. And it was their defense that led the way, forced 4 turnovers in the game. That is hard to overcome historically for any team. That held true again here today, as those takeaways paved the way to victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. A game to remember for the folks here in Brazil, as we say, so long from Sao Paulo.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got the 2 teams who met in Super Bowl 22. It's the Washington Commanders and the Denver Broncos.
Here's the veteran Will Lutz to get us going. And off we go from Mexico City. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. They are led by the former Heisman Trophy winner out of LSU, Jayden Daniels.
And even though he's just a rookie, Mike, I think it's safe to say Jayden Daniels, he is one of the most dynamic athletes that we have in the entire NFL at the quarterback position. And on top of that, he's not a one-dimensional player. Yes, he's going to make splash plays with his feet, and he's going to make some highlight reel plays. But he is a quarterback. He can make every throw. He's got great arm talent. If he can continue to find the balance between those two aspects, he's got a chance not to have just success today, but he has a chance to have success for a long time in this league.
Still first down.
The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. Good result there after the penalty. They get the yardage back and then some.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
Here we go, here we go. Ready, ready?
A run here with the veteran. It's Austin Eckler. He'll get this ahead for about 3. DJ Jones, the big defensive tackle, with the stop.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
And he will have the 1st down. He caught it short of the line to gain, but knows right where that marker is, and he's able to pick up that 1st down.
Ready, ready. Ready, ready. Hey, hey, check that. Hey.
On the ground, it's Robinson. He'll take this forward, maybe 2-3 yards, but doesn't matter. We have a flag down, and they're already marching backward.
Hey. 60 by 6, 60 by 6.
Here's Daniels. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. He's going to keep it himself. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the 1st down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
Let's go now.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. He finds the veteran Ertz. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Ready?
They'll run it here with Robinson. And he'll get this down inside the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 5 yards.
Here we go, set. 19 Charger, 19 Charger.
They'll go again with Robinson. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the 1st down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
Reload. 18, Pioneer. Ready up.
On 1st down, right back to Robinson. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Another run here for Robinson. And he'll get this inside the 20. A nice run. They're in the red zone. It's 1st down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10.
Come on.
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. He gets that to Brown. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7. On the give, it's Robinson. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. A lengthy opening drive. Now comes to this. It is 3rd down. The Commanders will signal for the 1st of their timeouts. This opening drive has been a good one, but will it continue? Here's a test on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. That one complete to Brian Robinson. And the Commanders are going to be looking at a 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and they'll get a fresh set of downs.
Now, this is how you dream up the opening script. You get the ball first, and you want to go down and set the tone for the rest of the game. Well, looks like the coaches did a great job when they built that script during the week. With that big-time throw, they got a shot now with 1st and goal to end this opening drive with a touchdown.
Here we go.
The opening drive touchdown would be an ideal start on the road. They have it 1st and goal. They'll run with Robinson. This defense back up, but stepping up. No gain on the play. It stays at the 3.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
So we've come to the end of a fairly evenly played opening quarter. 0-0 is the... We'll go again from the 3. It is 2nd and goal. Tight end on the move left. Throwing on 2nd down. Daniel. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. And goal. It's Daniels. And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field. And then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
So, trying to make a statement on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th and goal. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he's not going to get there. They stopped him at the goal line. It's a turnover on downs.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
They'll run it for the first time with Javonte Williams. Nice gain on 1st down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? So that'll move them back half the distance, and they'll try it again. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their 2nd. The first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. Trying to avoid tacklers there, but the ball is out. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
Here's a handoff to Williams. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes 3rd down. Working out of the gun. It's Nix. He's got his man. He finds Sutton. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
They'll go again with Williams. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5. It's another run here for Williams. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. To throw is Nix. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
I don't think we all appreciate enough just how difficult it is to throw on the run. The technique, the arm strength, the all of those things on complete display on that first down pass.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On the give, it's Williams. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for second down and 4.
Here we go, set.
A give, and here comes Williams. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard. Two minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Greg and I continue in just a moment. 3rd and 5. Now the Commanders will use their 3rd and final timeout. Here now, 3rd and 5. Here's Nix to throw. He'll get that to Javonte Williams. Trying to find some seam out there, but he will not. They get him behind the line, and 4th down is coming up. Lutz's kick is good. And the Broncos will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready now for their second drive. The offense is a little slow to start percolating. 3-0 the score as they begin this drive with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. They'll throw with Daniels. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Jones. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
I think he's better off if he would have just decided to throw that ball away. He had nowhere to go. He tried to go through his progression as quick as he could, but sometimes you just have to learn, Mike, at this level, learn to play the next snap. If it's not there, you don't get the perfect look, throw it away. That play didn't work. Line up, snap it, and do it again.
And he will score. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Broncos. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field and result in a nice touchdown.
So now after the touchdown, Luck's going to send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. Now Daniels. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Let's go now.
Throwing is Daniels. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
Really just been a combination of errors here on this drive. I mean, the sack on 1st down put him in a bad spot. Then the incompletion there trying to gain it back on 2nd. And now they find themselves in a critical 3rd down here, or they're facing a 3 and out.
3rd and long. The tight end, Ertz, in motion. On 3rd down, it's Robinson. And this sequence, not one to build on. He's going to lose yardage on the 3rd down, and quickly it brings up 4th down. The Commanders about to send this one away. And back deep is Marvin Mims. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Javonte Williams heading out with the Broncos for their next drive. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early. And they'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, 1st and 10. Back to throw is Nix. He's going to take a shot down the field. This will be intercepted by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Commanders are going to have it here as they'll start from their own 7.
Here we go. Set.
They'll come up here, first and 10. Throwing now, Daniels. Now pass deep for McLaurin. Oh, the defender able to get his head around and intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Jones. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. We saw it earlier, the defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now, Greg, not only do they pick him, they turn it into a pick 6.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it his second interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick 6.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
Daniels now on first down. So we are halftime, the latest chapter in the NFL International Series. As we head north to Orlando, we're going to join the coach, Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, we'll take it from there as we welcome everyone into our EA Sports studios and our halftime report. It was former Tar Heel Javonte Williams with a solid first half. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. On second down, it's Nix. This will be intercepted by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Commanders are going to take over just shy of midfield.
So we saw in the first half, Mike, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance to cut this deficit.
Seven Pirates! Seven Pirates! Ready?
The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Ready? Ready?
Daniels now going to look to throw. Right side. Catch made by McLaurin.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Here we go, here we go.
From the shotgun on 3rd down. Daniels. Now pass deep from McLaurin. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Jones.
There's really no other way to put it, Mike. This has just been a rough outing for the young rookie quarterback. And I think everyone understands going into these games, there's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be learning moments that these guys are going to gain that they can only gain through experience. The problem is, it's really hard to have positive learning experiences when you throw 3 picks. He's got to see the field better. He's got to anticipate better. And ultimately, he just needs to play better for his offense to have a chance.
On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Throwing is Nix. He'll take a shot with Mims.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Motion man set right. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And he'll get this close to the 1st down. It's a pickup of 4, but it still leaves 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it with Williams. And he will have a Broncos 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert on 3rd and 1. Mims sent in motion here. A first down throw for Nix. He'll take a shot with Mims. And he will score. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Denver. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone.
Ready?
Set to go now on 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Eckler. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Daniels. He's got his tight end. There's Ertz. Third and a yard.
Ready?
They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And he will have the Commanders' first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert on 3rd and 1.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Ready?
On 1st down, Daniels. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
I think that play probably results in a completion if that protection just holds up a little bit longer. It was that initial pressure in the face of the quarterback that forced him to get rid of that ball a little bit earlier than he wanted.
Okay, ready?
Disrupts that timing, ruins the play.
70 Denver with Panther Street. Panther Street.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
Ready?
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He's got the veteran Zach Ertz. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on 3rd down. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll run out of the gun. Here comes Robinson. And he'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this.
Let's go now.
Here's a 2nd and 9. To throw is Daniels. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Jones. And the Broncos are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line.
This has been tough to watch, Mike, really for a lot of reasons. And when you talk to everybody around this building, they know the future of this organization rests on the shoulders of this young rookie quarterback. And there's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be missed throws and misreads. But 4 interceptions into today's game, you find yourself trailing here. At some point, they got to ask themselves, is this rookie giving us the best chance to win now, or are we just all in for the future?
It'll be taken down, but not before he gets to the Broncos' 36-yard line. A gain there of 27 yards. 1st and 10 now from the 36. Now it's Williams. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He will air this out, looking for Sutton. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Cortland Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. They continue to add points. Greg, very interesting here. They are just rolling up the score even though we're in the 4th.
No doubt, Mike. I mean, this offensive play caller has no let-up. I mean, he's going to see how many points can I put on this scoreboard before that clock runs out.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. The Commanders offense ready to get back at it. They'll begin with 1st and 10.
Panther 60. Ready. Let go.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Now he'll run it.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
2nd down and 8.
Here we go. Set. Go.
He'll look to throw. He finds the veteran Ertz. Taking advantage of that running ability. Gain of 17 and a 1st down.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another 1st down.
It's no secret this day has been a rough outing all around, so at this stage of the game, really no choice but to remain aggressive and just try to find something positive on a day where there's been a lot of negative.
A hit, and he has lost the football. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
Well, fortunately for this quarterback, Mike, thanks to the alert play by one of his teammates, they're going to prevent this from being a turnover. It's just so hard as the quarterback. You're trying to keep your eyes downfield. You're trying to keep the plays alive. You have to feel the rush. You have to understand when that clock's going off. That ball either needs to come out or it certainly needs to be protected.
He'll get that to his tight end, Ben Sinnott. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. Plenty of room after that catch. Big gainer of 23. Here's Robinson. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
On second down, it's Daniels. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. Oh, for the fifth time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Jones. Inside the 40. And he's going to take this back all the way. Touchdown, Denver. The defense is having a day. They extend the lead with Greg, their second pick six of the game.
And that's just something you don't see very often in the NFL, Mike. I mean, you might see a handful of games each year where there's one pick six, but to get two pick sixes in the same game, this defense is on fire.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready to take over once more. They'll start out first down and 10. Right back to the air following that pick six. Now pass deep for McLaurin. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down.
I think all of us up here in the booth were curious, how is this quarterback going to bounce back following the pick six? And, a lot of guys come back and they're very conservative and they just want to dink and dunk because they're scared to throw another pick. Well, we found out pretty quickly. Not this guy. He's going to continue to attack the ball downfield and he's looking to make big plays any chance he gets.
A nice throw by the rookie from LSU. And he's got his team a first down. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That pass taken in by McLaurin.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
To the air again is Daniels. And more of the same. Another interception. Picked off by Patrick Surtain. And he's going to be out of bounds as the clock will stop. It would have stopped anyway as we've hit the 2-minute warning. First and 10. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. On the carry, it's Williams. And he's going to bring this one close to a first down. Looks like they'll mark him just a yard short.
And what's that one thing you hear from coaches all the time, Mike, right? Finish strong. And he's doing just that. His numbers here in this one, they have been terrific. But he's going to give you a full 4 quarters. And I think at this point in the game, he knows there's even more yards to be had.
On third down, here's Williams. And the drive will continue. Good run down to the 44. and a first down.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
On first down, right back to Williams. And he'll get 6 on this one, moving it inside the 40-yard line.
And all you can do at this point, Mike, is just really marvel at how well he's been able to run the ball. And throughout the course of the game, they've certainly not been shy in giving it to him, and I think he's held up his side of the bargain.
Now, a second down throw for Nix. Oh, wide open. It is Williams for the grab. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Ball resting on the 9. First down and goal.
Let's go. Cup 19.
Working out of the gun. It's Nix. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Here's Lutz now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Broncos will add one more onto their big lead. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready to take over once again. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll throw with Daniels. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively all over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum. Figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going through the air.
And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Third and long.
Hey, smash Broncos. Ready?
Now Daniels. Now pass deep for McLaurin. And that final throw here is intercepted. And the Broncos are going to come up with the late turnover, but it will only matter to the stat keepers. This ball game is over. So this will wind up a win for the Broncos. And this was as good as it gets, all 3 phases of the game, in perfect harmony as they post the lopsided shutout victory.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, where Mexico City will play host to a different kind of football. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Denver Broncos, and it comes your way next.
It is time for... With you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we got a couple of teams who love to throw the football, and you know how guys say, hey, we're not going against the other offense, we're going against the other team's defense. Greg, these star wide receivers, you know they're watching what the other guy does on the field here today.
Oh, in their minds, there's no question. They are competing against one another, and I think that's what makes this league so fun is when these guys, they know each other, they study each other, they work together in the off seasons. A lot of times they're friends, but come game day, there is no question. At the end of this one, yes, they want their teams to win, but when they put their two box scores up next to each other, there's going to be some bragging rights come this offseason.
The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time, led by their quarterback, league MVP in 2019 and 2023, Lamar Jackson.
We had a couple of his games early in his career, and of course, all the way to his days back in college, his athleticism jumps off the screen. But Mike, these last couple years, his development as a true passer, his ability to operate from the pocket, that's what's really taken his game to this MVP level. And tell you what, we didn't think there was a lot more things that he could do on a football field, and it seems like every year he's proven otherwise.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Jackson. Right away, they're coming after him, and they get him. A sack on the opening snap of the game. Jackson now on second down. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. From the gun, Jackson. He gets that to the veteran Aguilar. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. In motion comes Walker. On 1st and 10, Jackson. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second. To the air one more time with Jackson. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. Again, it's Jackson. Open man is Bateman. He's got him. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. Jackson up top again. That's caught by Walker. And he will have that 1st down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on 4th down. In motion comes Andrews. On the ground, here's Keaton Mitchell. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard. Play 10 of this opening drive. And here's 3rd down. They'll motion over Flowers. 3rd and long for Jackson. Got his man at the 6. And he's into the end zone. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Ravens. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. And this one is blocked. Oh, yeah. He gets free to the 20. And he's going to take this one back all the way. Disastrous. The block extra point leads to 2 for the defense instead of 1 for the offense. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Denver offense, set to take over for the first time. They'll be led by the man from Oregon who started his career at Auburn, quarterback Bo Nix.
Well, it didn't take long for Bo Nix to establish himself as a bona fide starter in this league, winning the position with the Broncos as a rookie. He has all the intangibles, but really what sticks out the most, Mike, is the amount of starts he made in college. It's kind of similar to Brock Purdy. Very experienced at the college level. Let's see how that carries over here to the NFL level.
They'll go again with Williams. Williams, first down, and he's not done. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Now, after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. It's another run here for Williams. Again, he finds an opening. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. Couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds.
They'll run it with Williams. Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain. On second down, it's Nix. He's got his receiver. It's Cortland Sutton. They'll come up to third and 3. Throwing is Nix. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick, picking up the first down.
Anytime a quarterback decides to tuck it and turn himself into a runner, you can just feel the sideline hold their breath. They're just hoping that he gets down, picks up enough for the first down, but more importantly, protects himself so he can get himself back up and continue on.
On first down, here's Nix to throw. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Marlon Humphrey, the man there to break that one up.
It's hard to play that ball any better than the way that defender did right there. I mean, to stay patient throughout the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime position to make it, but then once the ball is there, attack it, knock it down, and save a touchdown.
Second down, Nix. Got it into the hands of Mims. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the... They'll look to pick this up, third and a yard. They'll go with Williams. And the Broncos are going to have a first and goal coming up as they find a way to convert on third and 1. Getting the tight end involved in the run game here. They'll try to push forward, but only a yard down to the 2. They'll try to run it with Williams. And he's going to get stopped in the backfield. They'll take him down at the 3-yard line.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. And he will get into the end zone. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Broncos. Will Lutz now for the PAT. He's got it. The Broncos go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. The Ravens offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. He'll let one go down the middle. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. He was trying to get that to Tez Walker. It's 2nd down. Bateman is the motion man. 2nd down. Jackson. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
Jackson from the gun on 3rd down. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
They'll try the right side with Williams. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Denver. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the 1st half. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. A 1st down throw for Jackson. He'll get it into the hands of Zay Flowers. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Jackson. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And he is out. bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. A big play there for Baltimore. It's a gain of 34. It's the tight end Likely in motion. They'll run it on first down with Henry. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. Going to go right back to Henry. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. That's Zach Allen there on the tackle. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I will be right back after this. On 3rd and 1, here's Jackson. He's got it at about the 8. He is in. Kez Walker. Touchdown, Baltimore.
You know, there's so many key factors that allow a play like this, Mike, to have so much success. And, of course, like anything, it starts with the quarterback being accurate. It's such a big part of NFL football right now is the run after the catch. But the accuracy of the ball allows the receiver to turn into a runner after securing the catch. So great job there by the quarterback. And then sometimes it's just a foot race to the pylon and speed kills. And wide receiver gets the ball, secures it, and he does the rest.
That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. This offense ready for their next possession, led by their running back. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. Give him 14 on that play, 1 first down.
And you talk about a guy who's been running with a purpose here in the first half, Mike. I mean, not only hitting the holes and accelerating through them, but as the numbers telling you, he might be on his way to a big, big ball game.
A give left side. Here's Williams. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. On 2nd down, a run with Williams. To the 20. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets to the Broncos' 14-yard line. What a run by Williams. 38 yards. Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. On the ground, this is Jaleel McLaughlin. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively It'll set up a 4th down. On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Broncos going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. The Ravens offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Here's Jackson. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack. Rough sequence over these last couple plays. 1st down sack. 2nd down big play attempt falls incomplete. And now to make matters worse, you got to operate in 3rd and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
He's going to look downfield once again. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Broncos will take over at their own 15. Nix now on 1st and 10. He's going to let this one go deep. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Here's Nix to throw. Again, working deep downfield. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. And both teams ready to play on, so we'll do the same as we get set for quarter number 3. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. This offense and their running back heading back on the field. And we'll give you a look at some of the highlights. He's had a number of them over that magic mark, over 100 yards on the ground, including a rushing touchdown. He has been a handful for the defense right throughout. Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. Off he goes. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They get an even 20 on that one. Good for a Denver 1st down. A run now with McLaughlin. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. Mims sent in motion here. A first down throw for Nix. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Now it's Williams. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That is caught. What a throw. Adam Troutman. Touchdown, Broncos. Lutz for the extra point. He gets it to go. Broncos will extend this third quarter lead. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Bateman is the motion man. Jackson now on second down. This one complete to Bateman. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Every team in the league practices these situations every single day. That's a critical third down, Mike. So now with this fresh set of downs, they got to just take a deep breath. Now you're really not so much playing against your opponent as much as you are playing against this clock. Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Jackson on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Fourth down, Jackson. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And that is incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
And we will not see a return on this one. as it will be marked down. The Ravens offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. They'll go again here with Henry. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
He'll try and run for this with Henry. And he's not going to get there again. Same player, same result. No gain, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, they snap it to Jackson. And he will have the 1st down. Needing to make something happen, trailing here in the 3rd quarter, they convert on 4th down.
We change it.
It's the tight end Likely in motion. On 1st and 10, Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Bateman is the motion man. From the gun, Jackson. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this 3rd quarter. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Mitchell from the pistol. He'll take this forward, maybe 2-3 yards, but doesn't matter. We have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. Ronnie Stanley, the former 6th overall pick, guilty there. On the handoff, here comes Mitchell. And he'll get about 3 yards of that back, setting up 2nd and long. In the pistol, Jackson ready. He'll get rid of it and complete it. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
13.
They'll try to run for it with Mitchell. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. Lamar going to work from the pistol. He'll look for Flowers downfield. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Zay Flowers. Touchdown, Ravens. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll run it with Williams. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. On 2nd down, it's Nix. That's caught on the right side by Sutton. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. 1st down, Broncos. They'll throw. It's Nix. And he can't hang on. It is incomplete. A chance there, a big chance for a huge play, but he couldn't reel it in. Second down, Nix. He's going to run it.
And this is one of the cases, Mike, where defenders, they get their eyes in the wrong spot. They call it eye discipline. He catches them looking elsewhere. It allows him to get upfield and make this 3rd down a lot more manageable.
He'll try to run for it with Williams. Looking for room out on the edge. You're not going to find it. As a matter of fact, I think they tracked him down behind the line of scrimmage. Good job by the defense, and it's 4th down. Mims sent in motion here. Nix gonna throw for it. That's incomplete. Daring Hall on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on downs. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens. Headed back out again. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. Still fighting. What a run. Shedding tacklers. Picks up 9 on the play. It is 2nd and a yard.
Oh, we change it. Come on, come on. Go.
We're going to go right back to Henry. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, report. Report.
They'll drop to throw. That's downfield, and he's got Andrews, his tight end. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
Bateman is the motion man. First and goal, and it's Henry. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Second and goal. Again, it'll be Henry. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short. They'll try and run, and here's Henry. And waiting, no signal. He did not. No, he did not get in. And that's going to bring up 4th and goal. Bateman is the motion man.
We change it. No, we change it. No. No, yo.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs.
What a stand there. 4th and goal. Game on the line. It looks like this offense is putting together a game-winning drive, and the defense comes out with the stop of the day.
They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. It's another run here for Williams. And we'll get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was 3rd down. So this will wind up a win for the Broncos. And right away, you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with the takeaways. As a result, they're going to come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to EA Sports.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. Next on Madden NFL 25.
Here in London, we see one of the world's most iconic football venues. To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And we are underway in London. Trying to locate it. Oh no, he lost it! So here come the Chiefs, taking the field for their first drive of the game. Leading them out, someone who, Brock, I think needs less introduction than anyone in the NFL today. It's Patrick Mahomes.
All of us as sports fans, we know those players in the other sports that when we just think of the greatest to ever do it, a skill set that's different than everybody else, immediately a player pops in your mind. And while we have seen GOATs like Tom Brady and Super Bowl winners many times over like Bradshaw, Montana, and Aikman, there's just not many that have ever done it with the flair, the style, and the skill set of Patrick Mahomes.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes starting off with a throw. On the move, headed right. As his man, it's DeAndre Hopkins. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. 2nd and 3 now. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. A 2nd down run by Pacheco. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yep, Brock, I think he safely got that 1st down before the hit.
43, 43.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Riley Moss with the pick. And the Broncos force the turnover on the first series of this game.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
1st and 10 from the 41. Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. And he's brought down for a loss. Offense in the hurry up here. Nix from the gun. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. First time this game they've looked to him. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Shotgun snap to Nix. Throwing deep for the end zone. And he'll score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos parlay the interception into points. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
Will Lutz now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs sending their offense out for the 2nd time this game. And they got off on the wrong foot here with that opening drive interception that led to points the other way.
Yeah, and what this defense has shown is they are going to capitalize on your mistakes, and not just a little, but by a lot. So from here on out, you better play some mistake-free football because this defense is hunting for more.
First down throw, Mahomes. Hauled in by Worthy. And he's going to be marked down a yard shy of that marker.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. Just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. The Chiefs looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes Matt Araiza to handle it. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. We don't get a return out of that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. So the Broncos headed out for their 2nd drive of the game. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their 2nd possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
No luck finding his receiver that time. And it's going to be 2nd down. Going left side, Williams with it. And it's a nice gain, but they needed just one more yard to move the chains. Offense up to the line fast. On third down, here's Nix. Complete beyond the marker. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Williams. And he takes this down to around the 39 before he stopped. Give him 5 on that carry, bring it up 2nd and 5. Another run for Williams. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. So things getting a bit tougher following that penalty. We've got 2nd and 15. Nix. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Third and long for him here. Mims with the grab. And they make the tackle at the 38.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow. A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. The Kansas City offense back out there and set to go. Things sure have started out rough, and they've stayed that way through 2 drives. Maybe drive number 3 here is where we see this offense get rolling. Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. He's on the move, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Second and 10 now. Looking right, throwing deep. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, he found the route he wanted pretty quickly, Brock, but maybe, I don't know, he telegraphed who he wanted a little too much because that defender sure got there just as the ball arrived to force it loose.
Yeah, this is one of those tough moments as an analyst, right? Because you're right, offensively didn't get the job done, but I'm going to give a gold star to the defense. Anytime you make contact and you disrupt that pass, that's a job well done defensively.
That's worthy of running the slant. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Here's Mahomes now. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away. So after getting that pass away, he's in some visible discomfort. Training staff out now to see how serious it may be. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Another throw for Mahomes. Chased out to his right. He's got his man. That's Travis Kelce. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That last shot took him right down to the front of the red zone. Here's first down. Back to the air, Mahomes. Throw caught at the 6. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. Four downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Throwing again, Mahomes. And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs reduce the lead to just 4. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs cut it to a field goal game. Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. This our last play of the quarter. Here's Williams to start the drive. And he'll get him a handful on that run as we've reached the end of the first. It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. Just a field goal separates these two. More of the NFL on EA Sports right after this. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They start out with a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground with Williams. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And that'll be good for a Denver first. New set of downs for him from the 46. Nix with it on first. Rolling left, buying some time. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Nix again on 2nd and 10. Flush down out to his left. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Nix. That one's complete over the middle. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Broncos will have a first down. Handoff goes to Williams, running right. And he could only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line. Here we go, 2nd and 9. That's completed right side. All the way, touchdown Denver! The Broncos Broncos to make it a 9-point advantage. Lutz there to tack on the extra point. And the Broncos make it a 10-point ball game. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And he's going to field this in the end zone without a return, so they'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Chiefs and Xavier Worthy back in possession here. That score made it 17-7, but they can cut it back to a one-score game here. 1st and 10 now from the 30. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Riley Moss with that tackle. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down. They've got a man in motion. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 22 on that one. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. It's another 1st half mistake. He's intercepted again. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Here's 2nd and 11. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's out of bounds up at midfield. They'll come up 1st and 10. Play action with Mix. He fires one deep down the middle. He's got it inside the 10. It's a Denver touchdown. Extra point try now from Lutz. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Broncos take a 3-possession lead. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. The Chiefs offense out to take over. Their last series sure was looking like points up until that interception, Brock. Hopefully they can move the ball similarly well as they take over here. 1st and 10 now from the 30. It gives to Pacheco to start the drive. And this won't amount to much. Tackled after a small run to the 32. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
From the 32. Escapes the pocket. Throwing on the run, deep down that left side. That's cut at the 25. It's a huge pickup on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second down now, 7 to go. And he sails that one over the end zone. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now it's third down.
15. Yellow. 15.
Throwing is Mahomes. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
I think we're seeing why this defense likes him in coverage. He reacts so well to throws and is even more adept in breaking up those passes.
So on fourth down, the Chiefs field goal unit and Harrison Butker headed out from 37 yards in the right hash.
You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here, but they don't wind up empty-handed on the drive. And the kicker, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
Reed now to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Broncos are ready to go, and we'll get a look at receiver Marvin Mims. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. First and 10 now from the 30. Up the gut they go with Williams. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up second and 4.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
On second down, a run with Williams. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. The Chiefs will use their third and final timeout. Here he is on third and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game.
Delay of game, offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. Broncos looking at a punt on fourth down, and Riley Dixon on to handle that. He's got this at the 27. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Nice kick there. It's a punt of 53 yards. And they'll take over with minimal time remaining in the half. They've got first and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. One last play before the break.
Yellow. 43. Yellow. 50, yellow. Hey, 15.
He'll throw it. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. So halftime has to wait one more snap. That pass interference call means we've got an untimed down coming up. The Chiefs bring on Harrison Butker for the field goal. He hit his first one. His second one's coming from inside. Coming off the edge, and it's blocked! That brings us to halftime. It's a 14-point game after 2 quarters of play. Now it's back. In the interest of time, we'll bypass the halftime break and resume play with the third quarter. Two quarters to go from London Town, and here we go in our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Denver offense now with the football first to begin quarter number 3. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. 1st and 10 now from the 30. A handoff for Williams, running left. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Drew Tranquil brings him to the ground. Second and 8. Oh, he put some heat on this deep. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos grow the lead coming out of halftime. Extra point try now from Lutz. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos stretch their lead to 21. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football... They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. On target to Worthy. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
On 2nd and 10 now, Mahomes. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains. That last shot took him right down to the front of the red zone. Here's first down. Again, Mahomes to throw. This one's caught. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. Working quickly here. Another throw for Mahomes. Buys time, rolling right. And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs start the second half with some needed points. Patrick Mahomes, the touchdown. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind. But you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down. And when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete. Trying to chip away at that lead, but just not able to figure it out there to take another 2 points off.
Yeah, every one of these calls at this juncture of the game tells a story, and right now that story being told is this crew is feeling the pressure trying to chip away at those points. Maybe a little over-aggressive, as now they're still down big.
And he opts not to bring this one out. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Reload, go.
On the handoff, this is Williams. And he's tackled for a short gain. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Shotgun snap to Nix. Escapes out to the left. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Nix from the gun. Completed to Sutton. And he'll go down at, we'll say, right at the 39-yard line. In motion right is Mims. Going for it on 4th, Nix. That's cut beyond the marker. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They stun the defense with a gain of 14 on 4th down and pick up the 1st. Nix off the play action. Taking a shot deep down the field it goes. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up 2nd down.
Let's go. Saturday Lion.
They'll throw again. Nix. That's complete. It's Javonte Williams. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be good for a Denver 1st. Running right, it's Williams. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You call that 1st down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. They'll run. This is Williams. And he's got a nice gain down inside the 10-yard line. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6. They'll run it for the first time with Andrick Estime. And he takes this one in for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Extra point try now from Lutz. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Broncos grow the lead now to 22 points. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Chiefs offense set to take over again. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. First and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, 43, 15.
They go play action. It's Mahomes. Bails out of the pocket quick. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the one he was looking for. So it'll be second down. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. Rolling out to his left. This one finds Kelsey. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. The drive picks up here. First and 10. Pistol now for Mahomes. Getting out to his left. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Halfway to the marker. It's second and 5.
Yellow. Hero 15.
From the 47. Forced out to his right. Called in by Worthy. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They'll try it right with Brown. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
You know, when receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash a defense. But, Kate, when you get down here in the red zone, it becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space. And, in fact, you'll see defenses swarm like that one just did.
He's got him. That's Pacheco. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with first and goal.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Oh, surprise gift to the receiver near the goal line. And he's in for the touchdown. The Chiefs get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown. So the Chiefs going for 2 once again.
Yellow.
Here we go, toss to the left side. And he's going to cross for the score. They trim that deficit down to 14. No dice the first time they tried it, but this time, Brock, the 2-point conversion is successful.
Just felt like they were waiting for the right opportunity to try it once again. Not only to make up for the first attempt, but establish a little confidence from this spot. And who knows, maybe we'll have a 2-pointer that plays a bigger role when this thing's all said and done.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Denver set to take the field on offense. And you can see in these clips quite an extensive highlight reel he's put together in what is a 4-touchdown game for him already.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say this guy's in the zone. I know in hoops, sometimes shooters say that hoop looks and that basket looks enormous. Right? I know on a golf course you're thinking, man, everything is a birdie. For this guy today, 4 touchdowns on the ledger. He's made it look easy.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Williams on the carry. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. He's been a fixture for them all game, and all signs indicate, Brock, he's going to remain one in the time we've got left.
Yeah, they've leaned on him in certain spots, and he has shouldered the load oh so well. Put together a game that everyone's happy with.
Right back to Williams on 1st down. And they needed more than one defender. Their powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
On 2nd down, it's Williams again. And he doesn't get the lane he wants or needs. He's going to be taken down at the line. On 3rd down, here's Nix. He puts some juice on a deep throw. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos have likely locked up the win right there. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft it and try to stick him deep. Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. Fields the hard squib kick. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And a great return has the offense just a touch shy of midfield as they start this drive. The Kansas City offense set to take the field. And we've seen some matching touchdowns as of late, so the scoring coming at a good clip, Brock. Let's see if they can keep this up.
You know what's fun, Kate? After all of these years, I have friends that are offensive guys, friends that are defensive guys. And my friends want...
He's got it inside the 10! And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. Play action, Mahomes. He's got it! And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. They'll try to run with Pacheco. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. We've reached the 2-minute warning from London. Chiefs hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. Man in motion out of the slot. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Looking touchdown, but can't connect. Thought he had a touchdown there. So now they're left with 4th and goal. They'll go. It's Mahomes. On the move, headed right. And he will not get there. They stop him on 4th and goal. What a stand to force that turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Portland Sutton, the man he was after. And now they face 2nd down. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Finds Mims. Jukes out a one-stop. And he has it up to the 9-yard line before going down. Got to hurry this to the line. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. And that brings up 4th and short.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. Nice 12-yard pickup on the return. And the Chiefs will start their drive in optimal field position. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. Big shot is hauled in. Feet are inbounds. Oh, what a play! It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10.
Attack, attack!
From the red zone now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Intended target there was Xavier Worthy. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown! The Chiefs get it back to within 2 possessions. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Wow, just fantastic work there. Tiptoeing along the back line. The concentration was there. Great catch for 6.
Yeah, the concentration and the body control. I don't know how these receivers do it in this day and age. There's no space to work with, yet they have such an awareness to secure it first, to tap dance the line, and go get that touchdown.
And he goes out of bounds. Wow, major miscue there, and they're not going to get 2. Going for it yet again, and once again, they don't have the right call to make it in for 2, so their struggles continue.
Yeah, they've kept them on the field without hesitation all game long. This offense knows what they're doing. Problem is the defense knows even more.
And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. So 2nd down coming up. Shotgun snap to Nix. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
3rd and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Here comes the Broncos punting unit. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. It'll go down as a 37-yard punt. And the Chiefs will get set to go on offense. They're set up at the 35 now.
Attack, attack! 43! 44!
First and 10, it's Mahomes. Trying to push it deep downfield. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he is in for the touchdown. Still unlikely, Brock, but it's not entirely over just yet with this score. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
One final shot here. And this is going to be cut for two, so some fight left in them. Love it. It is back to a one-score game. Okay. They've got a shot at this now, Brock. However improbable it may be, that two-point try makes this a one-score game.
And that's all you want, Kate. You just want one more shot, right? Just a little bit of life. Hands, team, get yourself ready to go get this football. You get the ball back, take a shot to the end zone. I know this, crazier scripts have been written in the NFL before us, and they'll be written following us, too.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Back to throw. He's throwing deep to the left side. And this is into the end zone, but incomplete. It was a win no matter what. So they decided, hey, let's try for another touchdown to knee it out. Either way, this one's over. So it's a win for the Broncos. And Brock, we all know any win is a good win, but playing against a division rival, oh, it always feels so much better dealing them one in the